Where you going, Walter? Oh, fine. Some mountain climbing. Nothing like it on a Sunday. Hi.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Good day to you. This entire flat is a complete tip. And I should take at least 80% of the responsibility for that, seeing as I am in here most times, most days. So it's my bad. I apologise. I'll just point the camera at the ceiling, which is perpetually tidy. This weekend didn't really film much other than Walter climbing the stairs. What did we actually do? Would be a good question. Saturday, the answer is not a lot. Crystal went over to see Hayley, and I stayed here and did nothing. I think I might have sent an invoice off, so it's not quite nothing. And Sunday, it was my parents' wedding anniversary yesterday, so that's why we were there. That's why Walter was there. They didn't see anyone else. So we were going to. Initially, the big plan was that there was going to be a whole party and whatnot, and for various reasons, including hips and the establishment that was going to be hosted at being slightly rubbish. The whole thing has been indefinitely postponed. It will happen sometime later this year. So we just had a family get together and a roast dinner, which myself and Crystal kind of put together largely. And it was awesome. Like, you know, when you cook a roast and you're like, wow, this is really good. Made fantastic gravy, cooked the roast fantastically. Everything about it was great. So what more could you want out of a weekend? And now the sun's shining, and other than tomorrow, the weather's going to be quite good. So I've got to go out and make the most of it. So I'm making the most of the sunshine, although obviously that isn't sun. But there's the occasional sort of blast of hot sunshine, and it's kind of very pleasant. So I'm trying to sort of dodge the clouds and go for a bit of a walk, just to make the most of it, really. Although, as I said, it's supposed to be nicer later this week, but tomorrow's going to be pretty miserable. So I'm going to be indoors watching the rain, most likely. Can always hope. Now, you may have seen this a couple of years ago, so if I did show it to you, I apologise, but parts of this North Sheen Cemetery haven't been used for a very, very long time. So you get some parts that are kind of, old but well maintained like that, and then you get some parts that are so old and not maintained that they look like this. They're kind of, the gravestones are lost in the sort of 3-foot grass. I think it's got quite a lot of character though, and I imagine that these don't get visited a lot, which is, a shame, but it kind of gives it a nice eerie vibe, especially at night. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and later on today this evening, I'll be filming an award show at the Grosvenor House Hotel, which I haven't been to since I filmed an award show there last September, I think. Anyway, that's what's happening later. As you can see, summer has arrived, which is nice. Now, I haven't filmed anything properly in the last 24 hours, and the reason for that was, as you saw, we visited my parents at the weekend, and Walter was there, and Alex, Nana and whatnot, but Walter's had this bug, which has managed to make both his parents sick about a week ago. Anyway, he was over it, or so we thought. Because he's managed to render both me and Crystal and my mum and my dad sick for a whole 24 hours, actual physically sick. So that's good, but we're over it now, thankfully. Anyway, that's why I didn't film anything yesterday, because we were bedridden and feeling very sorry for ourselves. Well, it's a pretty spectacular day in the gardens today, to be honest. Firstly, Wednesday, so nobody here. And it's, only 10:30, 11 o'clock. And secondly, it's just a beautiful day. I mean, it's rained yesterday, so there's a lot of moisture around, but it means everything smells fantastic. And everything's ever so green and lush. Let's go for a little wander. This is the lift that goes up to the Zestrata. And believe it or not, I've never been in it because it's never worked until now. So this saves me about 400 stairs. just going straight up. This is a squirrel's eye view. It's quite impressive, isn't it? Let's say. Feels like you're in sort of great glass elevator and it's just going to keep going forever.
Floor 1.
There you go. And let that be a lesson to you to not try and handle baby swans, because parental swans are quite angry. It's lucky he kept all his fingers, frankly. It's bloody stupid, but there we go. That's why I was filming it, because I was absolutely certain this one would go at him at some point. Isn't it lovely? The sunny greenness all around. I'm off to Hammersmith. District line's being difficult, so I figured this is a good excuse to have a walk and get Piccadilly line, because I've got to go to Grosvenor House Hotel, which is near Hyde Park Corner, as you may or may not know, depending on how well you know London. Anyway, I should also apologise for the slight lack of ukuleles as of late. I had a conversation with the maestro yesterday, and a selection of tunes that she'd like to learn, unfortunately, are not playable on the ukulele she currently has. There are different types of ukulele, which operate in different sizes and keys, as far as I can tell. It's all slightly mysterious to me. Anyway, she's looking to get a new ukulele for new music, so be grateful. Anyway, that's it for the time being. I'll update you more in a mo. I have remembered what else it was I was going to say. Now, 4 times a year, the poor radio industry gets its audience listening figures. I may have bored you with this before. If you've watched these vlogs, then you will notice occasionally this appears, because it's only 4 times a year. And I run a website with a friend of mine, and a silent benefactor, or 2 in fact, called Radar Smileys, which simplifies all of the numbers down into a smiley face, a mood indicator essentially, as to how the radio stations are doing compared with how they did in the previous quarter. So it only occurred to me today that today is the day that the numbers come out to the radio stations. They're embargoed until midnight. This is usually the point where I do all the data analysis and put the data up ready to go live. I've kind of done half of it. Plus there's a level of complexities this time around that really is something else. Loads of radio stations changing their name, people surreptitiously moving the measurement of the area they want and whatnot, so it's a bit of a nightmare, and there's loads of this station used to be called this and blah 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 blah. Anyway, it will be done at some point tomorrow, but I cannot promise. Well, you're watching this in the past, it did happen. It may not have happened on time. Here's some more River Thames high tide fun. This happens rather regularly here. You've got to wonder how you put up with it if you happen to live in one of these houses or work in that pub. Your car park kind of disappears, and what's path and what's river is somewhat ambiguous at this time of day. So I think my fear here might have come to pass, which is that this path is very hard to use at high water. And it's just past high water. Oh my god, there's a lot of gnats. Damn it. But it doesn't seem to have made this path easier to use. This is an unexpectedly high tide. Look, there's even a duck, as if to rub my face in it. Damn you ducks. Yeah, so I'm not getting across there, am I? No! Can just make it up here though. We need light. You can't turn the damn light on once you start filming, that's really annoying.
Are you trying to film Steve?
Welcome to Evening Jazz with Steve Higgins.
I'm playing this on the iPad.
Lovely logo position.
Episode of Higgins.
is Higgins and his iPad, presented to you in a random award place.
This is Neil's iPad bag.
So this is the RESI Awards, Residential Property Awards.
When you arrive at your tables, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen,
About 1,100 people here. What you'd get if you put 1,100 estate agents in a room.
Well, I do food, I do still smoke. People say to me, why don't you give up? I say, I don't want it. That's the end of that chat. And they never say the same thing. They say, think of the money you'll save. Think of all the money you're going to save if you have smoking. I think I'm not going to save any money, am I? Because I'm going to live longer. It's going to cost you a fortune in jigsaws and conservatories.
Oh, right. It's another glorious day. I'm walking to Mortlake to get the train to Vauxhall. I'm a little late, so I'm walking quite fast. My quick thoughts on yesterday's rage are, A, I nearly forgot it because I don't work in the radio industry. B, lots of jiggery-pokery going on with global brands, so very hard to compare with previous quarters. So some of them look disproportionately good because they've added stations, and some look disproportionately bad because they've lost stations. But like for likes are very hard to come by. That's Steve. He's wearing a green shirt today.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Bro, Miss Red, your camera's shit.
You've got to try and get
Damn
as much
it.
work.
So this is the workspace maze. This is how you get to the office from the staircase. It's not that every corner looks the same. Except that it clearly does. And a week later... Look, it is Stephen off
hi.
Sir Higgy Pop, OBE, Ornamental Bird Exhibitor.
From the internet.
Yeah, there he is on it. Hello, Internet. Isn't summer great? Yes, Toby, summer is great. Yes, thank you for your tacit endorsement. Yeah, again, so it's a nice morning. So I'm going to walk to the nearest railway station before I have to get a train. But, yeah, I can get used to this t-shirt weather. This is awesome. It's Friday, so that means general silliness before this vlog wraps up. I don't know what yet. You shall see. There may be lots or none. Such is the mystery of life. You may have noticed that there's been somewhat of a ukulele. That's not a word in Kerry's performances. Anyway, here's an explanation as to why.
It's Carrie Simpson. She's amazing at playing the ukulele.
Evening all, feeling very Blanche Dubois tonight, so I'm going with low lighting and shades. I'd just like to apologise that I can't give you a song on the uke this week because I'm injured, of all things. Very dramatic. Basically what happened was I was at work today and I had a spreadsheet, I'd done a lot of scrolling, and now I think I've got RSI because my forearm and my hand are absolutely killing us, and I've had to stay off the text tonight, you know, to try and ease the pain because it's been so painful. So I haven't been able to get in touch with hardly anyone in life, and I don't know what's going to happen. I might need to get it all taken away because I can't strum and I don't know what to do. So I'll keep you updated in the next week, and hopefully I'll be able to play you my tunes soon. Okay. Peace out, homies.
Love the topaz prints like this. Somewhere between spring and summer, we get the high growth and the low sun. It's lovely. It's better than being in an office, that's for sure. Welcome to the office. Yeah.
So the last time Toby was in.
Some crackhead climbed out the window.
That's right, yeah. This time, it takes 3 people to put an iPad. Well, actually 2.
One man to drink some tea.